All right. Hello and welcome to another episode. Today is going to be a little bit different. I am actually here with one of my friends, like past coworkers, and she is starting her very own esthetician business. So we're doing a consultation where I'm talking to her about what her goals are, also how can I help her, and anything pretty much in between. So, go ahead and say your name and a little bit about you and your business.
Fantastic. Hi, my name is Brittney. I am the CEO and founder of Renaissance Skincare Solutions. This business, it's kind of been a long time coming, but I finally decided to really focus in on my brand, really just invent what I'm really wanting to envision, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2025, it's my year of visions. It's my year of envisioning, but also making the visions come true.
Yes.
2024 was intentions, 2025 is actions. So
Yeah.
that's where my life is right now.
Yeah, I say that 2025 is the foundational year.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's the year to plant those seeds and
Exactly.
start watering them. You may not see, our garden, so you may not see the plant grow right then, but as long as you're watering every day, you're feeding it, you know what I mean? It's gonna grow and stuff like that. So yeah, and then I think I can go in between. Hold on, let me see. Okay, cool. It's still recording because I have some questions and stuff. I didn't want to mess up anything. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, so we did our intros, and then yeah. All right, so now let's talk about your business and your goals. So what services do you offer? Who is your ideal client? And then what are your goals for the next 90 days? And we can repeat everything because I know it might be a lot. So pretty much what services do you offer?
Perfect. So as of right now, independently, kind of starting off my own little thing in between.
Not little thing. We don't use little.
Oh,
we
you're
don't
right.
use words like that.
This is my baby. You know what? This is my baby. This
There
is
we
my
go.
first steps. This is my baby. So this is what I do, outside of, obviously, my full-time job. And currently the services I offer are a 30-minute facial and a 60-minute facial.
Okay, nice.
Currently, the situation I'm in, my client actually kind of is more towards men,
Okay.
believe it or not. That's kind of the setup that I have in my employment right now.
They need self-care too.
Yep.
I think it's only one place that was really here in Huntsville that tried to take off for being a men's only, but I don't know what happened with it. I don't know if they did do it or it kind of just fell off, but it was only one place that was especially for guys. So yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much my core audience starting out is men.
Okay.
And
it makes sense where you are too.
Yep.
So yeah, she's gonna be at a barber shop, so it makes a lot of sense to have more male clientele too. So it makes sense. But go ahead.
And so, yeah, I'm offering just those two services to start out, partly because I want it to match with the services. I want them to kind of coincide. So most of the time, men are going to get their haircuts and a shave. Most men, their concerns, obviously, their skin and facial hair.
Yeah.
So that's why these two services are the big ones. Also, when you get your haircut, you're pretty much in and out in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So the facial is 30 or 60 minutes to match with the atmosphere and to match with the other services. It all goes together.
Yeah. And then also, because I am also a licensed esthetician, a lot of guys, when they do get shaved and different things like that, they get the ingrown hairs
They
and
do.
stuff like that. So facials and different things like that, the exfoliation, that will help along with their services. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. Okay, so, and then the next question was, what are your goals for the next 90 days?
So, I love this so much. So, my 90-day goals, and you know what? I'm talking about this with you, and I haven't even written down my 90-day goals. I've been talking all about end of 2025, and I'm well, crap. What about the summer? What's going to happen at the end of spring? What's the summer going to look like for me? So, as of right now, my business cards are coming in the mail.
Okay.
I want my social media, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Okay.
I want those to be established. So I want kind of to get my content up. I want to be able to have a schedule. I want to be able to kind of really intentionally post on my social media page.
Okay.
So I want to tie together, obviously, the brand, the job that I'm working now, get my website set up. So I basically want my foundation.
Okay.
My foundation in the 30-day period. The goal I'm having is to go from working my Saturdays. I want to expand to Saturday and Wednesday. Right now it's just Saturday because honestly, things going on in my personal life.
Yeah, that's all you can handle
That's
now.
all I can handle
and that's fine.
So, and within the next 90 days, I would love to do 2 days a week, and I would love all my social media platforms to be established.
Okay, that's good. Okay, I love that. All right, so your first 30 days, from what I'm understanding, your first 30 days is going to mostly be about setting up your foundation of your business, setting up like your social medias, the background stuff that a lot of people don't see. And I was just talking about this on another like YouTube channel that I have or whatever. I have like a few, y'all. But anyways, and I was talking about setting up that foundational stuff so that when things are flowing, it flows a lot easier than like you just started and it's just like, oh yeah, I just started. Now how people, it's like, oh gosh, I didn't even think about this part of it, like the whole customer journey pretty much. So first 30 days is good. Then like I guess the next 30 days, which is 60 days, you will be working on, like, now that you have the socials, to be working on, I guess, more so the awareness of telling people, like, hey, I'm here.
Right.
And then, of course, getting clients, I would think, are your top goals. Would you say that?
Yeah, so I would say top goal is kind of getting established with website, social media, cards. That's 30 days.
Yeah.
That next day is all my marketing. Now that everything is set up, I can just crazy with my marketing. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, good. All right, perfect. So I love that. All right, so hopefully y'all are liking everything so far. Definitely like, share, and subscribe, and comment. All right, let's see. Okay, what is your biggest challenge right now? I like that question.
Fear. My biggest challenge right now is me. I'm going to be totally honest. I have enough self-awareness to know I get in my head very easily.
Yeah.
And this industry, you have to hustle.
Yeah.
And I thought that I was, and now that I'm really in it, I'm realizing, previous experiences I have been spoiled because I have not worked on my own. I've always depended on a business entity to provide that clientele. So now I really have to hustle. Yeah. I'm not used to working in a masculine space. I am an esthetician. I have only worked with women primarily. I've had male clients in the past, but so this is like a brand new environment. To work in an environment where it's mostly men, that's the first thing, and then to be on my own. This is my baby. This is starting off. Yeah. And it's really easy for me to like lack my confidence. And I've been in this industry for so long, and I've been doing skincare for like almost 5 years now. Yeah. But for some reason, when I come in here,
different.
I feel like it's my first day, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Why did I forget everything? Like
it's very different, like you said, from like going to a company where you just clock in, they provide, and you just clock out. You know what I'm saying? But like as a entrepreneur, definitely like a solopreneur, like nobody's gonna come unless you tell people to come. Exactly. Like, so it's like a lot of work, definitely starting out, because like we said, you have to build everything up. But then once you have everything going, like at the company that you were at or still are at, like you have those clients that keep coming, and then that's what you're wanting. You're wanting people to just
that rapport is
yes, it's very important. You're always going to want to market to new people, but that retention is like super important.
Exactly.
So yeah, but I feel like imposter syndrome, because you've been doing this for like you say like 5 years. So it's like
I'm really confident in my skill set.
Yeah.
So like when I get in that room and close the door, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
It's like perfectly fine. It's just everything around it in which I'm like, oh my God.
The business side. Like a lot of people, what I notice is like, I'm not gonna say you're one or the other, but a lot of people sometimes we just want to be the creative, or you know what I'm saying, like that's your art. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want to be a creative and you don't want to do the business side because it's different. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about different things or whatever. Some people are really good at like the hybrid. Like I'm pretty good about the hybrid of like being a creative and also the business owner, but it is a lot of work. Sometimes I'm just like, I just want to create, and then I have a page where I just create. I'm not thinking about like thumbnails. I'm just hey, here you go. Like, if it do good, it do good. And then I have another business where it's like, nah, this is like a real business. So, like, let's do the thumbnails. Let's do all the things and stuff like that. So,
it's something to definitely consider. I will say, and I know this is like you giving me advice, but I got to put this out here.
No, this is just a talk.
Oh, this is
a consultation to see, but also it's just a conversation. We haven't talked in we talked, but
it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I will say this, just being in the industry for a while, just because you're really good at doing something like running a business and just, doing it on your own, there's like a difference between the two. Sometimes we're really good at what we do, and then the business aspect comes into it, and we're like,
Yeah, it can be a lot. So it's very different. So like I said, some people are good at doing both, and then some people aren't, which that's totally okay. So that's why people, work for a company or they hire different people and stuff like that, because it just depends on what your goals are and what you can actually accomplish and be consistent with
exactly.
too. So yeah. But all right. So let's get into content and social media plan. We talked a little bit about what your platforms are. So you said Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Okay, so, and we already talked about you're going to be setting those up in 30 days. So I do have to mention this. So the TikTok ban is coming. So do you have concerns about that? I think it's coming in April again.
So I will say, I actually did not put my TikTok handle on my business cards because I have little faith in TikTok, to be honest with you. And I was like, this business card is only so big. I was like, this business card is only so big.
Yeah.
Let's just not put TikTok in there, because I know Facebook and Instagram is the tried and true.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of my attitude on that. As a matter of fact, my TikTok is still my personal TikTok right now. I haven't even swapped over to the business TikTok or swapped over the content, cleaned up the page yet because
you're not sure. Nobody's sure.
I don't want to invest in something that's going to be a headache at the end of the day.
Yeah, I did a YouTube.
If I already was established in TikTok, sure, but I'm not, so I don't.
Yeah, I was just doing a YouTube, a YouTube class Sunday, and I talked about that. I was all kind of like what you just said, where it's you could do it. You can still post on there, but just know that, TikTok last time they got banned, or not even last time, but January or whatever, they were supposed to have until January the 19th, but they actually did it the day before.
They did it before.
Yeah, they just went on and did it.
And it was very random.
Yeah, how can I put my faith in you, my business in you, when you're not even letting people know when you're going to get rid of the platform?
Yeah, you're not keeping up with your word. Let me tell you something. 24 hours for somebody was millions of dollars. Let's be real. 24 hours will make or break you for some people.
Yeah, because most people were planning for the 19th. It's okay. And then people were just on there scrolling, ha, and then they can't even see nothing.
Can't download it either.
I think you can download it now.
Now you can, but for a month you couldn't download it.
Yeah, so
that's
it's
money that's lost.
It is. So it's just things like that are why I don't really like TikTok, because it's so uncertain. Not to say other platforms aren't, but they are American based, so it's a little less Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I would definitely suggest, since you do have a physical location, if you haven't already, have you thought about Google My Business?
What is that? What is this?
So Google My Business is literally how you type in on Google Maps or something like that, or just type in on Google estheticians near me. That.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So have you thought about doing that? Because since you're a physical location, that would make a lot of sense for you.
For some reason, I didn't. I guess because the fact that I have a little, a space inside of a already established business.
So you're just depending kind of on them?
Yeah, I'm kind of depending on them, and I didn't want to step on any toes by, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, these are just questions it's just things to think about, and you could talk to them or whatever
it's
about,
something that I would probably talk to them.
But if you're your own business and y'all establish that, then you get what I'm saying?
I would probably just follow up with him just to make sure that it's not stepping on any toes.
Yeah.
It's not something that's wait a minute, you're in this building and you rep this company. Just make sure.
Yeah. I'm so yeah, you'll definitely have to figure that out or whatever. But also in your wording on Google, you could just say I'm located inside of this business or something like that. Because if y'all are two different businesses, because, unless you're filing taxes or whatever up under them, you get what I'm saying? You are technically your own business, just inside of a business or whatever. So that's just something, like I said, I like to, let people consider, because you are a physical location. A lot of people still use Google, Google Maps, all that kind of stuff will pop you up or whatever. Yeah. And Google My Business alone can be your own business strategy. I know one of my friends, she's an esthetician, and she does Facebook and she does Google, and that's it. Like, and her stuff, she has somebody who manages her Google, and it's pretty nice. She does not her, but her management or whatever. They do like, I'm going to say blog style posts like a couple times, like a week or whatever the time frame is. I haven't looked on there in a while. But that stuff, it keeps you relevant. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you need a bunch of different social medias, but whatever the social media is, you need to dominate in that social media. Right. So, yeah. But, yeah, that was just something I just thought about since, like I said, you are a physical location. I love Google My Business. It's pretty simple to, like, set up. I have it for my media company, which is this company, and then I also have it for my past esthetician business, and then also, like, just all my, girl, I get on Google My Business, okay? Like,
I would say, like, this is probably just something I was thinking about. So I was, and I already purchased a domain.
Oh, yeah.
In a Squarespace, and the reason why is because I am now a wholesale partner with a cosmetic company. Okay. And it's the cosmetic company that I use with my products.
Is it the one who... What is it?
It's Lexley.
Okay, I was like, is it the one who I put you on?
Yeah, put me on.
So we love Lexley.
I really wanted to have the attention to sell those products off of my site.
Yeah.
As a partnership, and that's probably part of the reason why I was like, I really want the Squarespace, because my intention at some point is to sell the physical products that I'm using.
Oh yeah, and that's another revenue stream. It's like, yes, using the products, but then of course people are gonna want the products to go home with and stuff like that. And this is not
something that's sold in stores.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
And I'd rather them buy it from me than just Google it and buy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they can't. Which that's what I like about the company, Lexley. I think it's only no. You can. Can you? I think you can buy it.
They have a site where you can purchase retail only.
Okay, yeah, but certain things I think you can't. Like, I'm gonna say maybe like the exfoliants or something. I know some companies you can't buy certain things or whatever. Right. So yeah.
What I would really like is that's kind of another big thing. I want this partnership that I have to really grow and to be another source of income.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm a firm believer in, like, if I use it on you, I want you to buy it.
Yeah, and then we could get into like affiliate programs, because I am affiliate of Lexley too. They were actually my sponsor for the 2014 Skin Games competition, which is international. I'm a 3-time finalist. And I really love their products. They were great to work with. We still talk, to be honest. They're just a really great company. I really like them. Yeah. Definitely Sam. Shout out to Sam. I'm going to have to message her and be like, I shouted out Lexley and stuff like that. I love them. But, I really love them. And then, like I said, they have an affiliate program. Then also, they're always looking to, like, work with people, I think, as far as, like, social media and, like, different things like that. So it's different ways that you can, like, partner with them and stuff like that. So I always just love that.
Yeah, they have fantastic customer service.
They do.
I am a wholesale partner, so I've also met Sam, and she gave me
I love Sam.
And she was like, anything you need, just let me know.
I love Sam. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to text Sam like, hey, we talking about you right now. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so... All right, so let's talk about your content strategy. So, so the main thing that we talked about and why we're, like, not necessarily just here, was she reached out because she wants to do a content day. She said that she was going to have a bunch of people coming in to get services and stuff. And so I was like, oh, you should do a content day to, like, launch your business and stuff. And she was like, yeah, that's what I was thinking about, but I'm not quite sure, like, how to really, like, do everything, because it could be a lot. So what is your idea? Like, what do you want to accomplish with your content day, if that makes sense?
So I would like to have, the content day, like you're saying, the day where I record as much as possible. Yeah. And then, obviously kind of like zhuzh it up, break it up into parts, and just kind of disperse each part throughout the week. Okay. I know a lot of people have, like, the algorithm set up where certain times a day or certain days a week.
I have certain times.
This is where they kind of disperse. And so I'm thinking and this will change over time, but I think right now I would like to have a day where I do all of that in once, and then slowly throughout the week kind of put things out, as opposed to recording and posting daily.
Oh, yeah, girl. That sounds, you got stuff to do. Like, I literally, I I just started another business that doesn't have anything to do with this. And so I'm mostly promoting on X. And so, like, one of the first things I was, like, doing or whatever, like, for my personal stuff, I can be more free, you know what I mean? Like, post whenever. But for that, I'm just like, nah, I can't do that. Like, I'm like, I need some kind of structure. So I went on and scheduled some posts on X. So, like, this week, I don't have to do anything, like, because it's already set up, and it really didn't take that long because it's X, you know, it's just mostly written text, which I like, or whatever. So I have, I think I'm posting about 5 times on X, and I already have that set up until, like, next Sunday. So I'm free. You get what I'm saying? So I love that, and I like looking at the time, like, oh, a post just went out. Yeah. And I like checking it throughout, like, the day and the week to make sure that everything's going well, but I'm glad that I ain't got to do it. Right. And then when I do go onto X or just the social media platform, I could do more of my engagement in my free time versus like, oh my gosh, like, you know, so yeah. But yeah, I really, really love that. So yeah, I feel like just even with the one content day, you could get enough pieces of content for like the whole month, for the whole, you get what I'm saying? You could reuse that type of content for the whole quarter. You get what I'm saying? It just depends on what you get and stuff like that. But I believe in simplicity and not working harder than you have to work, because who wants to work hard? Like, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so what is realistic for you for posting? I know you said you are thinking about Facebook. Okay, so I have to ask this. So you do want to be on about 3 different platforms. How many times are you planning to post? Do you think that you could be consistent with it and stuff like that?
So I would, consistency is something I'm really wanting to do. As far as how often I post, to be honest with you, I kind of feel like the days that I have off from my, full-time gig, I want to like solely dedicate to my personal brand. Yeah. So I feel like on those 3 days a week that I'm off for my other job are the 3 days where I want those to be my post days.
Okay, that's not bad. 3 days a week is really not that bad. And then if you just even take one of those days to schedule those posts, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's good. That's really not that bad. I love that. So 3 times a week really isn't that bad. So I guess you would be posting to, like, because I know, I'm trying to see how I can word this. Okay, so I know a lot of people, like, when we think about social media and stuff like this, and this is more so like a question. So, like, do you feel like, I know when people first start out, if that makes sense, like, it can be overwhelming to post on, like, different ones, if that makes sense. And then I know, like, a lot of big creators, and just in general, a lot of them, we see them doing it on, like, every platform and, like, you're everywhere or whatever. But when nobody thinks about, like, they have a whole, like, people that's like doing everything. Yeah. And like as a solopreneur, like definitely if you have like another job, you have life and stuff like that, like a lot of times it could be a lot and then we kind of burn out and then you don't wind up posting anything. And so like it's been said, and I've even said it before, like you could pick one long form type of platform and then one short form platform. So like a long form would be like, I think Facebook is more so like a short form. And then, like, a long form would be, like, Pinterest or, like, YouTube or something like that. Do you think that, like, you can be consistent with the 3? Or do you think that you should, like, dominate on one and then, of course, like, branch out when you, like, have that more consistency? Or do you, there's no wrong answer. I'm just asking.
I think that maybe to start off, just have one that I, like, really, really, really focus on. And then the other stuff just
post whenever you want to. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's fine, too. Because, like I said, you could dominate on any platform. I be telling people, like, I'm one of those people who
And to be honest with you, like, on my Instagram page, that Instagram page has been around since, like, 2021. And I already have a following on that page.
Yeah, you can always convert them if they're interested into your stuff or whatever. Or just... So most of the time I just start from scratch. That way, like, it's like niched down. Like the people on there, they know, hey, this page is for this or whatever.
Well, it's my professional page. Yeah. So
So you already
I made a professional, well, not quote unquote professional Instagram page back in 2021 to showcase my lash work.
Yeah. So pretty much you got it niched down or whatever too. So, I mean lashes, but you plan on doing lashes eventually.
Oh yeah. So lashes will be a service that I provide. So.
Yeah. So it sounds like you already have that business profile on Instagram. So if you had to pick one platform that you like go on yourself, that you feel comfortable with posting, And it doesn't have to be any of the ones that you necessarily said. Which platform would that be?
To be honest with you, because I'm already established and I probably honestly would say Instagram. Honestly,
Okay. Nothing's wrong with that. I just was wondering.
Not only do I have like a little bit of a following established, but some of the Huntsville blogs, the bigger ones, follow me.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, I want this to be my baby. So.
Okay, yeah, and that's totally fine. Like I said, for me, I don't really do Instagram. I like Facebook because they got the groups. Like, you could post in like the local groups and stuff like that. But they're both, you get what I'm saying? They're both the same company, to be honest. So,
and I do like the idea that in Facebook you can post, like, they have like the locally black-owned business groups.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, the groups, girl.
And you can post your business in the groups. And people, I have seen people post in those groups, and I've used their business.
I post.
I like that. Yeah,
that'd be me. I post in there, girl. It's so easy to do it on Facebook. Like, I can make one page, one post, and share it to like 3-10 groups all at one time, and then I log out and I'm done. Like, I do like
that, but the only thing with Instagram is I've had that professional page for so long.
Yeah.
And I already have
you have a following built up. I feel like that's totally fine. Page,
it has my lashes, and at some point I will be doing lashes.
Yeah.
So it's like, to me, it
makes sense. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think there's anything wrong. I just don't like Instagram because I like different mediums. Yeah. So like, I like written, I like visual, I like, so that doesn't work for me, but it makes sense for you, for your business, and you absolutely love it. So I always tell people, like, go where you naturally get on.
Yeah.
Every day for me is Facebook. For you is Instagram. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be easier for you to engage and build your following if it's somewhere that you naturally go on. Like, if I was to build something on Instagram, it would be like, oh my gosh, I got to post a picture. Like, I got to, like, you know what I mean? It would be like a hassle for me.
Right.
But for you, you're like, oh, I got to post a picture. Let me go on there and like talk to some people. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's totally fine. So I would say, if I were you, starting out so that you can start being consistent and stuff and not feeling overwhelmed, because you do have a lot of different things that you have to build with your business.
Right.
I'd probably say just focus on Instagram for now, and then eventually, because we don't know what's going on with TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And then Facebook's always going to be there, to be honest. You can still just go on there whenever you want to and post.
Well, and it's Meta, so you can.
Oh, you could cross post.
I mean, all of my accounts are connected. So, like, my Instagram and my 2 Facebook pages, it's all connected.
Yeah, so post it one time.
Once I post it one time, it posts everywhere.
And that's what I love about both of them. So, like, you're taking care of both of them, Facebook and Instagram. So,
even though I say Instagram, technically it's Facebook, too, because I can just post on multiple platforms at once, because it's Meta and they're all together. Yeah, I love that. So, technically, you will be focusing on Instagram and then secondary Facebook, which is fine. I love that. Okay, so I like that we're like narrowing it, down. I feel like hopefully this is helping. Okay, so what are ways that you plan to connect with like your potential clients? Like, I know you said Instagram, like you mentioned the bloggers. You said that you're connected with bloggers. There's some of these local, bloggers, and they go from like business to business, and they do reviews, and they, they put your name out there, and then in the comments, people, they're gonna go. Yeah,
I know a couple. Like, I worked with one creator, like, back in, like, what was that, like 2 years ago. She was great, and she's been doing, her work. So yeah, it's a lot of people who are just willing to like really just help businesses. Definitely when it was like Black History Month, I know that I was doing something. She was also doing something to promote black businesses.
And you see that all the time with some of these bloggers that promoting small black-owned businesses.
And then this month is women's what is it called? International Women's Month. So I'm
trying to get on it, bro.
Yeah. So I'm like, it's still a way that you could go ahead and get on some type of like list and like acknowledged and stuff like that. But I definitely feel like as far as getting your name out there, I would even start here. Like, we're at her location right now, and like, I would just probably just go around and tell people like, hey, once you get comfortable here and stuff and feel like, everything is like good and stuff, like be like, hey, my name is Brittney. Like, I mean, I would probably spend some money with them, of course, like buy a little. Like,
I would probably buy something. I'm not straight up soliciting.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not soliciting.
Exactly.
I know how that works. Definitely. You want to buy something and then you want to give the business card. Like, you're checking out. You do not want to just show up
and be like, here,
empty pocket, because they'll be like, oh, sorry. Like,
exactly.
There's like no soliciting sign on every single door, even our door, all across.
So yeah,
if you buy something, technically you're not soliciting.
Yeah, so that's what I'm like. That's what I always do. Is like I'll go somewhere, and like buy something. That way, like it's all about give and take or whatever. So like I'll start out where you are because I don't even know how many businesses I'm looking at. Like it's at least about 10 of them. Yeah, so I would just go in and here maybe buy a tennis ball, girl, and be like, hey, my name's Brittney, like I'm right next door.
Tennis is expensive. I want to buy my little water bottle out of there.
Something, girl. I'm just saying, give them something.
Buy a little water bottle, a little T-shirt.
Exactly. Give them something, and be like, hey, I'm right next door. I do facials. I do this.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody or yourself that has any skin concerns, or you get what I'm saying, and just start conversations like. The new business model nowadays is really just conversations and like getting people to know you and trust you, like you, and then eventually people will buy from you. It may not be right now. Like I was looking at somewhere where they were saying like somebody followed them and like, consumed all their content, YouTube, whatever.
Yeah.
And like I think they did that for like 5 years and then they finally bought something. But at the same time, they've been following you. Like maybe within the last 5 years, it wasn't time. Or maybe they was, you know what I'm saying? Like, but now they like,
online,
yes.
And then when I finally see them like in person, they're like, okay, yeah, I'm like.
Like, it's like, I know you now.
We know each other now.
Yeah. So I love that. Okay. So let's see. Are you enjoying everything so far?
This is actually a lot of fun. You're very professional.
Thank you.
I love this. I feel like you should do this as like an in-person thing. I know everybody loves online, and you could make this an online course.
Yeah.
But some people, they really do like the personal touch. Also, if they have a physical location, you can also like go in their room, go in their workspace, and then take a physical look and be like, well, now I know the lay of the land.
Yeah. So like today, after this, we're going to go inside and like take some pictures, promo pictures and stuff like that. And just show her space, show her, because this is an audio podcast. Hopefully everything is turning out good with this audio, to be honest.
Oh God.
I know. It should be. It's pretty good or whatever. Usually I haven't had really any issues before, but I'm just throwing it out there because you never know.
How do people make videos look so good? Like when I'm watching this content, I'm like, how does it look so professional?
I mean, it depends because like I have a really nice camera, but I don't even know how to use it, to be honest. I just use my phone.
I think that's like another thing with me too, is like, how do I make it look so aesthetically pleasing? Like,
I think nowadays it depends on what your brand is all about, but like I don't know, like you don't like, I know it's Instagram, so like aesthetically pleasing is like the thing. But, like, a lot of people just like real. Like, you could just do, like, what is it? A selfie, like, a day and be like, hey, heading to work. You know what I'm saying? Post that on your story. You know what I'm saying? And keep it moving. It doesn't have to be, like, crazy, like, back in the day where it's, like, gurus. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're more so, like, you're your own business. Like, I ain't got time to be, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to edit this picture to death and stuff like that.
Yeah, like those pictures and videos and stuff like that they put together. It looks so nice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh.
I just like watching, like, a lot of talking head videos, podcasts. Most of the time, I'm not even looking, like, I'm not even looking necessarily at you. Like, long as I can just hear you, I'm doing other stuff, so it doesn't even have to be so aesthetically pleasing. I just need to know what you're talking about or whatever. So that's why I say really get out of your head far as like, and that's just for anybody because I was talking to other people. A lot of people are so like in their head about like, what should I post? Like, should I be in a niche and like different things like that? I say just throw tomatoes at the wall. Just throw it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm going to post this picture, this selfie. I'm going to like, I don't know, like just do what you feel like would work for you. Test it out. Life is an experiment. So, like, just experiment. You know what I'm saying? The worst that can happen is you be like, yeah, that didn't really work out. You know what I'm saying? But just throw tomatoes at the wall. Figure out what works for you because something that might work for you may not work for somebody else because you are you. You're one of a kind and stuff like that. So, yeah. I think just have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Be strategic, but also have fun. And that's what I like about my content is, like, I was like, oh, I'm going to go hang out with Brittney. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, we about to get some business done. Right. But I'm about to, like, go hang out with my friend. You know what I'm saying?
I really do like your YouTube page a lot.
Thank you.
You're like a big deal. Like, so when I looked you up...
You're funny.
No, seriously. You were in a magazine. And I can't remember the name of the magazine, but, like, yeah, you had this huge article in this magazine that showcases businesses. And I thought that was
I feel
really
like
cool.
I know which one you're talking about, but I think I've been in a couple.
In so many magazines.
Yeah. I'm like, I've won grants over $30,000.
Yeah,
like, I've been doing a lot.
Yeah, you've been in, like news... magazine articles,
Yeah,
things like
girl,
that.
that's why I like this kind of stuff.
Yes, I'm like, this girl is like low-key famous. Like,
Yeah,
what
girl,
the heck?
like I had posted a review video over, I'm over here by them. I might go get one today. Are they open? Yeah. Okay. Anyways. Okay. So I've been on this what is it called? Dubai strawberries or whatever. So I did a video because I love food.
Are they good?
Oh yeah, girl. So I did a video. Oh, I might bring you one. Anyways, if they have them, but they open up at like 10. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so I went there, did a video, and I told the owner like, hey, I do content. I just enjoy doing stuff for fun. It's like, if I'm going to do it anyways, why not record it?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And post it or whatever. So I went up there because I had been saying that this was trending. I tried it. It was really good.
Yeah.
And so I did the video. I think I edited it in the car and like did the whole thing. Like I just, whenever I have time, I go ahead and knock it out. And so then I went back up there the next time or whatever. And they were like, yeah, I listened to your podcast. Thank you so much and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then actually somebody in there was like, are you the one who made the video? And I was like, I don't know. Like, what video?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, obviously I would think that video, but I'm like, I don't know. And it was all like, in the, it's like this creator group or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, that was me. And like, that's the power of content, because like she literally saw the video and now she's up there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's not to say that she went up there in the first place, but maybe she wouldn't have. You get what I'm saying? But since she saw the content, like, what is that?
Yeah.
Now I want it. You get what I'm saying? And now she's there, and now she's seeing me, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it shows the power of content. Like, I had somebody who isn't even here in our city or anything, even in our state, and they was like, yeah, I saw the video. I'm about to go to a local place and get it or whatever. And I told them, like, I started doing engagement. I was like, hey, when you do it, comment and let me know, did you enjoy it and stuff like that. So, yeah, I just, like I said, I enjoy having fun with content instead of, like, stressing out about it. Yes, I'm very strategic with it, but at the same time, I just like to have fun.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Something else. So my mom has a personal business
Yeah.
with skin and body care as well.
Mm-hmm.
She's had this business since like 2018.
Yeah.
It is also her baby. And it's, at home we make our own products. She's a nurse. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. We come together and we make this stuff. We know it's tried and true because of our background from beauty and medical. Anyway, so I really wanted to also partner with her as well, because we in the same house. I bake her products and we're in the same house. I make her formulas. So I really wanted my mom's business and my business to merge, like partnership.
I think that would work because
I'm probably going to sell her stuff out of here, to be honest with you.
I would, because like even for me, like before I just stopped selling skincare products like last year, like a few months ago actually, and I started out with skincare products and then I became an esthetician. But they go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? Because some people like the more like I consider it more handcrafted products. And then some people like the more professional products. Nothing's wrong with either one or whatever. But some people just like,
Yeah, because I would probably sell, like, obviously my Lex Sleeve, but then also my mom's products too.
Yeah, both go hand in hand.
It's body creams,
Yeah,
and
I'm like, people like both.
Yeah, so that's also I'm going to do too as well. But anyway, let me do your last part, right?
Let's see. If y'all are liking this so far, definitely like, share, and subscribe. I think we are almost done. Yeah, we got like maybe 2 more sections. Let me see.
Perfect. And then after those 2 sections, I want to show you my setup real quick.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, this section, we'll do that one off of camera. Or not camera, but yeah, that one's fine. Okay. So then pretty much we're on the last one, the wrap up. Okay. So what are your top 3 priorities after this meeting?
Oh, okay, great. So top priorities, my little sister is actually coming in this evening.
She does the content, right? Or no?
Yeah, Brianna does content. I put her name out there in the universe.
Okay.
Yeah, she does the marketing and the content for my mom's business, and she has been for years.
Okay. Do you want to shout your mom out, like her business?
Stellar Healthy Living. That is my mom's business. I am her partner. Stellar Healthy Living. You're living your best life. You're living your happiest life. We do skincare, body care products. They are homemade, small batch, plant-based.
Perfect.
Black-owned business, locally owned, Alabama. Woohoo!
Yay! I'm like, girl, like if y'all about to collab, you need to like tell people who is this business so they can check it out and stuff like that. But yeah, so okay, so you said your sister, you're gonna talk to your sister, but go ahead. What were the priorities?
So yeah, I'm gonna do a facial on her, and
nice.
she's like good at like, you know, taking videos and pictures
Perfect.
and making stuff look good. So she'll probably just kind of like tell me what to do as I'm doing it.
Yeah,
so
that's nice. Because she doesn't live here though, right? Or does
she does live here? Yeah, she
Okay,
does.
okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna work on her, and so the stuff that we talk about today, I get to implement it.
Yeah,
with her.
I definitely would. I'll make her your ambassador. You get what I'm saying? Like, because it's family anyways.
Yeah.
Make her your ambassador, where, you know, either she gets discounted services or free because she's your sister. You get what I'm saying?
She's my sister, so it's it's gonna be free because she's sissy. But,
yeah, and she's about to be working for you. So, like, and eventually, if you want to, you can get into, like, affiliate programs where, like, yes, she's doing it necessarily, quote unquote, for free. But if you do, like, an affiliate, like, link or something where she earns a commission of something, like if she's posting on Instagram or TikTok, like, hey, I just got my facial done, look at me, you get what I'm saying? And be like, hey, you can click my link to book.
Yeah.
She can start earning money without you having to, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, cut a check necessarily, but she's bringing in money or whatever. So that's something that you could, like, eventually get into when you get those reoccurring customers that really are your, you know what I'm saying, that's your army that's fighting for you and stuff like that. It's like, hey, you know, like, you love what we do. Like, if you tell people about it, then you could get some money back. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that you could do later on too. But okay, so top priority is to, like, your sister, do her facial and stuff like that. What are two other ones that you plan on doing soon?
So yeah, I'm off today and I'm off tomorrow too as well. So
okay, nice.
Yeah, doing some recording with her, doing her facial, and then posting.
Okay, nice.
I want to make my first post this week.
Okay.
I do. I want to make my first post today and then work on it like tomorrow. Okay. Have it done by the time I go to my regular job in a couple days. That way I feel like I'm accomplished. So yeah, I have my meeting with you. I work on her.
So this was priority one, I guess, in a way. Now your sister, and then post your intro, would you say?
Yeah. And then post my
nice.
Intro.
I like it. Okay, so what was I going to say? What are you thinking about your intro? Like, are you just going to do like a picture and like copy, like, hey, I'm Brittney, like, I'm now here, these are the services that I offer, like, you know, contact me here. Like,
that's going to be it. Writing about myself is so hard because, you know, on my Squarespace, you have to write an intro, you have to write a bio. Then, of course, on my other social media pages as well. So I'm like,
that's why I said probably stick to one. That way, because this could be a lot.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to write about myself. I hate talking about myself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but that's going to have to be, you know, you sell yourself. So
yeah. And then I love using AI to streamline stuff. So, like,
AI is going to be my best friend because I have thoughts in my head, but I can't make them into sense.
Yeah, that's why I like AI. It's a nice assistant. Like, I know a lot of people are against AI, but it's really here to stay. You get what I'm saying? It's my
ideas.
Yeah. But it's just more polished than, like, you know, we could do. You get what I'm saying? So I would definitely use AI, just input, like, hey, I'm Brittney, these are the services I do, give me, you know, whatever, and spit it out. Copy and paste that thing and just move on. So yeah, I would definitely do your first like intro post as like a picture copy, and then like even the next one you could do a video and the same thing literally. And that's two pieces of content, but just different mediums, because some people like pictures, some people like video. You get what I'm saying? So you're hitting both of those markets. Then, of course, the copy or whatever, the written copy, people like to read. So, like, those are two different posts, but literally the same post or whatever that can get people, you know, out. You could do, like, a room tour. It's just so much that you could, like, do with the content. But I love that. And then, let me see. Hold on. Somebody's calling me. It's running the recording. Okay, we back. All right, so I should have put it on D&D. All right, so let me see. Okay, so when is your content day happening? When do you want to? I know we said today was just going to mostly be like just kind of like coming to talk and stuff, but when do you think you want to do a content day? Because, like, you know, on the content day, I personally would like to, like, not me personally, but, you know, personally, I would, like, you know, post it on Instagram, like, hey, I'm doing a content day where, like, either it's discounted or, like, you know, whatever you're going to be throwing out there. And I have some promo ideas that I want to shoot out to you, too. But, like, I guess when do you think you would like to do that?
Yeah, I think I would like to do my first content day probably this coming up Saturday if I can. And if I have clients that maybe I don't know very well or don't know, I'll probably ask their permission.
Oh, yeah.
I'm probably just going to draw up a little form, and I'm going to draw up a form just in general.
Yeah, a consent form?
Yeah.
I think I might have
because I have consent forms for the actual service.
But yeah, you need one for photography videos and stuff like
so,
that.
yeah, I just need to get one of those drawn up that way because I'm not going to be able to film all my family and friends. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, so I would definitely do that. So, yeah, I would probably, like I say, focus on that intro post, and then I would go really heavy with the promotion for the content day, because Saturday, what is today? Wednesday? Tuesday? I don't know. Anyway, so I would just go ahead and do that post and start promoting, like, hey, I'm going to be doing a content day. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, message me so I can give you the info or whatever. Do them time slots, book everything up. Figure out, like I say, if it's going to be, like, you know, discounted or, like, whatever the pay structure is. That way you can tell people. I would go ahead and take the payments because why not? Like, you know what I'm saying? That way you can start already generating income instead of just waiting on them to come in and stuff like that, because, you know, people be weird. So you still got to pay for your time or whatever. So that's what I would do for that. But, yeah, definitely get started, girl. I love it. Like, and then, when are we checking in next? I guess, do you want to check in next time? Like, do you want to, like, check in on your content day or, like, after? Like, to kind of give people an update on how things are, like, going. I love checking in with people. And then, like I say, it's kind of just like me and you just chatting, to be honest. So, like, when would you like to possibly, like, do this again? To, like, just tell people kind of, you know, what's going on?
Yeah, I think next Saturday. So, like, not this Saturday, but
like,
it'll
give you time to...
Because that's, like, a whole entire week. You know, that gives me time to do what I got to do and, like, kind of, you know.
Yeah, and I kind of decompress. I'm one of those people where, like, the build-up is just, like, I'm not going to say stressful, but stressful. And then, like, it's like, okay, I need, like, a week to, like, decompress because that was a lot of interactions with people, a lot of energy. So, like, sometimes, baby, I just be needing time. And so then about, like, a week after, it's like, okay, I built up enough, like, you know, energy to, like, you know what I mean? Like, figure out, like, okay, I like this part, and just to evaluate things and stuff like that. And like I say, just to get your energy back, right? But I think that's totally fine, and we'll text or whatever. So, so definitely look forward to another, you know, podcast episode on, like, you know, what Brittney is. Like I say, I want to start doing this with some of my friends who are starting businesses, but they're not quite sure, like, you know, where to go. And then also it may not, like, you know, I have different friends, so it's not always going to be aesthetic work and stuff like that. It's different businesses. But yeah, I'm very excited for that. Okay, so now we're about to end everything, but starting is the hardest part. But if you commit and show up and keep pushing, you'll win. So like I always say, starting is the hardest part. A lot of people, they plan and plan and plan, but then they don't execute. And then it's just like one of those things. It's like, just start. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
it took so long to just start. It took forever to
and
just
I'm one of those people, I just start.
It took forever. You know what it is? Opportunity happens.
Yeah.
I'm not the best at planning. I'm really not. And I know it sounds terrible, but that's just how I am. An opportunity happens, and I go, yeah, I'll take it. So I may not initiate on my own, but when the opportunity seizes itself, I'm like, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, like,
so I know that's how I operate. Like, my dad came in, he got a haircut. Got a haircut with, like, the business manager. Yeah. They said they were looking for an esthetician, and he was like, oh my God, my daughter's an esthetician. Gave him her card. You know, he talks to me. He's like, if you want a way out, this is your way out. And that's literally what he said to me, word for word. I'm going to give you this card. This is the position. If you want your way out, this is your way out right here. And I was just like, okay.
Because she was like, because you had did an event with the full-time company that you're at. And that was your turning point. You was like, yeah, I can't be promoting somebody else, going harder for somebody else versus myself.
You know, I had always been feeling the way I had been feeling always. But in the back of my mind, I thought, oh my God, if I had some business cards right now, I could just kind of, like, you know, slip a little something. I really felt that way. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm walking around, you know, from booth to booth promoting this business, and I just wish it was just my own.
Yeah.
I just wish it was not. And it actually got to the point to where I actually did not do a whole lot of promotional for that business that day. Because,
I mean, you shouldn't have to.
I just didn't. You know I kind of, like, chit-chat, you know, with people, and I ate my little free food.
Yeah.
But as far as, like, I just, for some reason, just in my spirit. Now, when my higher-ups was with me, obviously we're, like, pushing. But the minute they weren't looking at me, I just stopped talking about the company I was working for.
Yeah, because my thing is, like, I feel like, yes, you are there, but at the same time, like, I mean, it depends on what y'all talk about, but
just building somebody's brand up so much. I know even with my full-time job, they're really wanting to expand upon social media and things like that, and I was like, the buck stops here. I just cannot grow somebody's business in such a capacity it's such a high capacity.
Yeah, I didn't get that because we worked at the same place, and y'all know.
I can't spread, it blurs my personal life into my professional life, and the two must never meet.
Yes.
Like, I was like, it's a conflict of interest on my part because I'm trying to build my brand. Like, that entity is not my everything. Yeah. It's not my life.
Yeah, and I didn't get that while...
Like, when I leave the building...
Why should I promote you?
Right. Like, when I leave the building, I wanted to stay in the building.
Yeah!
And I remember when I said that, it's a boundary. And I remember them being like, okay, well, this is how, you make more money for yourself. And I'm like, but I'm not. Making more money for myself. I'm making
more money for y'all.
I'm getting a percentage and a small percentage,
Yeah.
Obviously, it might be a blessing in disguise because if I'm all over the entity's social media and then I have my brand, people are going to be like, oh, so it's a blessing. So it's a blessing.
Sometimes it could be used against you because you are up under the company, and it could be considered like a conflict of interest.
And that's why. And that's why I was like, once it's out, it has to stay in the building.
Yes.
I literally was just like, whatever's going on has to stay in the building. It can't even leave the parking lot.
Yeah, when I worked there, girl, I was like, don't nobody even know I work
here. I don't
here.
actually work. Like, when I leave work, I have a sweatshirt or a jacket or something. I actually don't. I leave the building in my uniform.
Yeah, you zip that thing up.
Yeah. I either change shirts or I have a jacket, but I don't walk around in my uniform.
Yeah, and that makes sense
because it's just too much advertisement, and it doesn't make any sense.
Like I tell people, you're always advertising for somebody. Either it's for like I have this jacket on, it's Nike. You get what I'm saying? So I'm walking around cold, but people are seeing that Nike swoosh. So I am marketing for that company. Why not market for yourself? So yeah, but I hope y'all enjoyed everything. Is there anything that you want to say lastly or anything like that?
I am really excited. I was feeling so just nervous and way over my head. And I literally was just like, I need to get a hold of this girl because she knows what she's doing. She's so, you're so confident. You're all over the place, not in a bad way.
ADHD, we both have it. So
we both have ADHD.
You said what?
I said we both have ADHD.
Exactly.
Just different types of ADHD. We both have it, just in different ways. But seeing my mom and how she does her business, and I'm like, we have to just really go for it.
Yeah.
She really went the traditional route with the LLC, the official website, the Squarespace. She's legitimate.
Yeah.
She made that business and she said, I want a major retailer to pick me up, or I want another online. It doesn't even have to be brick and mortar.
Yeah.
A major retailer, whether it's in person or online. I want someone who's legit to pick me up one day.
Yeah.
That was her mindset.
Yeah. And that's goals. You know what I'm saying? Because I know locally I had my products in a couple different places here in Huntsville. And Huntsville is one of those places where it's small but also big, and you can grow fast here. People will know you fast. Because I'm used to living in Dallas, and Dallas is really big, so you won't know people. But here I'll be looking crappy.
It's interesting because maybe I'll run into my old clients because I've been doing so many things for so many years, and I've lived here my whole life. So I don't know. Maybe once I get out there, I will see all of my old people I used to see, and I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, look, it's you! You're back.
Here's a card.
Yeah,
come see me." Yeah. So I
feel
love
like once I just get that confidence, once I get that foundation established, I feel like I'll be straight.
Yeah, and then I know you also want to start doing networking events and stuff like that to meet more local people and stuff. But yeah, I feel like this is a great foundation. Even talking to me and us talking about business, like I say, it really kind of makes you think and be like, oh, I didn't even think about that, or I thought about that already, or something like that. So like I say, it's all just really shaping we went over a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's helping out. We went from I think 3 different platforms to now okay, yeah, I'm gonna be on 2, but really 1 because now it cross posts or whatever. So it's even just crafting it down and just getting down to I don't want to say the bare minimums, but what we really need to focus on.
Yeah.
Because in order to dominate, you really do need to focus more so. I know that's going to be weird to say because I have ADHD and I literally be focused on a bunch of different things. But for me, I focus on different things every day.
Yeah.
Today I was my main goal is to meet with Brittney and do this. And now after this, I'm just okay, I think I'm going to upload the podcast up. It's still about what I'm doing today. And tomorrow's going to be something else. So I still focus on different things. But I feel if I was a person who, some people, they have to focus on that one pot. I mentioned this a lot. One of my friends, she says she can't do multiple things. And I'm see, I don't think I can focus on one pot because I think it would just like drive me crazy.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, I like to bake. I like to leave something in there, go do something else.
Right.
Like I got to keep it moving. So yeah, but thank y'all so much for tuning into the podcast episode. Let us know what was your favorite part of the podcast. Make sure that you're following Brittney on Instagram. Let them know what your Instagram is again.
All right, so Instagram is Renaissance Skincare Solutions.
And I'll have it
Renaissance
in the
Skincare
comments.
Solutions. My mother's business too as well, who I'm a partner with. Stellar Healthy Living. We're in Huntsville, Alabama. My physical location is at the Fade Factory. That is off of Whitesburg in South Huntsville.
Perfect.
Come see me.
And then I'll have her links down in the description. You got to send it to me and stuff. But I'll have her information down in the description so that y'all can, like, you know, actually check her out, follow her. You know, maybe put my name like, hey, Alaina, you know, brought me here so that we know, like, you know, where. I think that's important, too, to know where people are finding you. Like, when I had my spa business, I'd be, like, asking people, like, where did you find me? So I know where to, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And a lot of people like Facebook or Google or, you know, Instagram. So I think that's very important. So if you do follow her, or not if, when you do follow her, make sure that you comment saying, like, Alaina brought me here or something like that, or Alaina, you know, something about Alaina. You can just say my name so she know, like, hey, okay, you know, people are seeing this. But thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, we'll have, like, an update, hopefully in, like, within 30 days of how her business is going and what, you know, the next 30 days looks like for her and stuff like that. Because, like I said, I just like hanging out with my friends. But, all right, peace.